Hey guys, so today we got a lot to cover. So we're going to do the Terror, the Haitian Revolution, and Napoleon. So that's a lot. So let's start. In 1793, the new government of France, the National Convention, established their first policy. However, many regions in the countryside remained conservative and revolted against this new government. In response, a new committee was formed called the Committee for Public Safety. And once again, another revolt occurred, this time within the National Convention. Since they had already killed the king, the government essentially had the power to kill anyone, which is what happens once the moderate Girondins were removed from power, giving the extreme Jacobins complete control. This resulted in the development of the Watch Committee. The Watch Committee had legal permission to arrest anyone who they believed to be supporters of tyranny, federalism, or enemies of liberty, which could be anyone who did everything from just standing in a bread line with your arms crossed to actually plotting against the country. They just became like a ton of paranoid celebrities. Like, come on, guys, get your act together. You're not Amanda Bynes. Since the Committee for Public Safety had the final word and who would be executed, virtually every single person who was arrested was executed. Robespierre, the leader of this movement, implemented a new calendar in which the year began on the anniversary of the first day of the Republic. At this point, the Jacobins realized that Robespierre was a little crazy, cray-cray, and could arrest and execute anyone at any time. They decided to denounce him from power, but he wanted a grand exit. On July 27, 1794, Robespierre attempted to shoot himself, but he was arrested and sent to the guillotine a day later. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was the end of the Terror. Napoleon was named emperor due to his victories in many wars that France was involved with. He had almost unlimited executive power and turned France into a military state. So how did all this happen? Well, in 1799, Napoleon joined a conspiracy to overthrow the Directory, the provisional government in France, after the National Assembly, and became the supreme ruler of France. He declared himself emperor in 1804 and established an empire that contained everything from Spain to Poland. However, in 1812, he was defeated in Russia, abdicated, and exiled to the island of Elba. He escaped, returned to power, and defeated at the Battle of Waterloo. His exit was even more dramatic than Robespierre, and he once again was exiled, this time to the island of St. Helena. Now, literally on the other side of the world, Toussaint Louverture was making a name for himself. Toussaint Louverture was the leader of the Haitian Revolution, which was responsible for emancipating the island's slaves. After his victories, he was appointed governor-general by the revolutionaries in France. However, once Napoleon came to power, he wanted to restore slavery on the islands, and when he came to power, he took over the island and imprisoned Toussaint. These exits just get more and more dramatic. He was arrested and then died in prison and fought for equal rights until his death. Wow, Napoleon, you can't compete with that, can you? But this wasn't the end of Toussaint Louverture. His legacy lived on. And his successor and principal lieutenant, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, defeated the French and gave Haiti its independence, making it its own country. Now, we covered a lot today, so let me just list the topics that we did. The Terror, the death of Robespierre, Napoleon and his rise and fall, and last but not least, and never forgotten, the Haitian Revolution and Toussaint Louverture.